All right, guys, we have some news and information coming out in regards to Shedeur Sanders and some punishment being given out by Roger Goodell and the NFL. Plus, we have to go to 92.3 The Fan, where they are addressing how Andrew Berry is deciding to move with bringing on a new head coach and the quarterback situation. Is Shedeur Sanders going to go into camp as QB1? Are they getting a coach that wants to bring in his own quarterback? What is the plan? We got to break it all down. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, and hype the video. Let's get right into things. First, the NFL is laying down some punishment in regards to Shedeur Sanders. It says NFL announces punishment decision for Shedeur Sanders incident. The NFL finalizes Week 18 ruling Saturday following a roughing the passer penalty involving Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders. Here it says Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns improved to a 5-12 record, defeating the Cincinnati Bengals 20-18 in Week 18. It was their final game of the season. It was also the first time all season that Cleveland won back-to-back games. Sanders finished the game completing 11 of 22 passes for 111 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 64.8 passer percentage. He was under constant pressure, getting sacked 6 times. See if I can get this off. Okay, that's just going to be there. Whatever. And then it says during the second quarter, though, Bengals defensive lineman Cedric Johnson was flagged for roughing the passer. It came on 1st and 10 with 9:44 left on the clock. The rookie quarterback delivered a 7-yard pass to running back Raheem Sanders. Instead of facing 2nd and 3rd, the Browns earned an additional 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. That the drive, though, ended in a punt. So here it says, according to the NFL rulebook, players can face a $17,000 fine for roughing the passer. That can increase to $23,000 for a second offense in the same season. Though Johnson's hit on Sanders didn't help the Browns score, it means he's eligible to receive additional punishment. It will be a first for the second-year defensive end who has never been fined. On Saturday, the NFL released its Week 18 accountability report, revealing its ruling on the hit. Johnson was fined $5,000 for his hit on Sanders. The NFL handed out 21 fines, which is 4 fewer than Week 17. Up next for Johnson and the Bengals is the offseason. After going 6-11, they extended their playoff drought to 3 years. So that is some news breaking on in regards to some punishment being given out in regards to Shedeur Sanders. Now, Baskin Phelps was talking about how Andrew Berry is deciding to move with the quarterback situation and Shedeur Sanders and kind of trying to read through the tea leaves and what's going to take place. Let's give it a listen here.
Some interesting things that I'm wondering about with the Browns coaching search. If by chance the Browns are kind of pushing Jim Schwartz on candidates, which I get it, but then just hire Jim Schwartz, are they pushing Shedeur Sanders or Dylan Gabriel on candidates?
I hope not.
Well, I hope not too, but I'm wondering. What do you think?
Hard to tell, because I went back and listened to what Andrew Berry had to say about mostly Shedeur, because he wasn't asked about.
No, he wasn't.
Dylan.
He was not. He was not overly committal.
I was trying to. Because I'm really good at translating I got really good at translating Kevin Stefanski, and I'm pretty good at translating Andrew Berry. And after listening to what he said about Shedeur, I struggled to figure out which way the wind was blowing on that one. I don't know that. I don't know that Shedeur did enough to where you do push him on anybody. Like, and listen, I've said I think he did enough to earn an opportunity in 2026 to compete for the job. I'm not saying hand it to the kid, but depending what options are available to you this offseason, you might as well see if this kid can do it for 17 games. But if you're going to make him an end-all, be-all, similar to what we've been talking about with Jim Schwartz, right? Telling his coaches, hey, Jim Schwartz is going to be your defensive coordinator. I don't know that you can do that either because I think you kneecap your coach. Well, I think you kneecap your coach there too.
I do. I agree.
If you say, hey, we're really going to push Shedeur Sanders this year because the coach might have. Look, one of the questions in these interviews is going to be, what do you think of Shedeur Sanders? What do you think of Dillon Gabriel? Well, what do you see in their game? What's wrong with their game? What would you do to fix their game?
Are you would you be happy with them as your quarterback options?
What's their ceiling look like? How far can they take us with you as coach? Like these are all questions that can be asked in just that one subject, Jeff. There's like 8 questions you could ask just off that one thing. So, I mean, I would say no. I mean, I don't think that you can go into these interviews and say, hey, Shedeur's our guy, make it work, because I think you then eliminate candidates, or candidates eliminate themselves, I should say. And you're not in a position where you want candidates eliminating themselves from the job. Right now, we're just praying that John Harbaugh is willing to include the Browns among his 2 to 4 coaching interviews he's going to do this week. We know Falcons and Giants. I'm going to say probably the Titans too, yeah. And then hopefully the Browns. That those will be the 4 teams that John's willing to talk to.
Interesting. Irie Harris of Cleveland.com put together something late last week, and it said how Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders compared their rookie numbers to 5 Pro Bowl quarterbacks by the numbers when they were rookies. And the summation, and he did a really good job. I'd suggest you go back and take a look at it. He said it was a close count between Gabriel and Sanders, but that Dillon Gabriel's rookie season displays slightly better production by each category. Mm-hmm. And he said, but Sanders outperformed him in multiple categories, such as deep pass completions and completed more passes than.
Bro, we're not entertaining this Dillon Gabriel conversation, bro. Dillon Gabriel is not an NFL quarterback. Dillon Gabriel isn't nearly as good as a Shedeur Sanders. This like, let's stop playing games. I think that Andrew Berry knows it's in his best interest to move forward with Shedeur Sanders. They're in cap hell. You still got to give Deshaun Watson $80-some million. I mean, you can't do anything. So you're going to have to, whatever coach is coming in is going to have to roll with Shedeur, Deshaun, and Dillon Gabriel as a third stringer and figure it out.
More of those than
off games, telling them to go for it on 4th down.
Well, it depends on if your kicker can make kicks.
And they lose by 4 fewer points in all but one case.
326 million people on this earth. We can't find 32 who can kick a football through those poles and those idiots kicking it.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Well, it's what he said. Adam.
I think, man, they know, man. It's 12 time over there. But let me know, do you guys believe that Andrew Berry is going to do right by Shedeur and have him as QB1 to start out the season and get a coach in there that believes in Shedeur Sanders? Get down in the comments and let me know what you think. This Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel.